Hello, welcome back to the channel, and the start of another video. Hopefully this will be a little bit shorter and I'll do it in one part rather than part one and part two. I think I've got myself a little extra memory on an SD card, 8 GB, so I should be alright with that. Okay, right, here we have Chevrolet Corvair or Chevy Corvair. Corgi toys. This reminds me of going back into the 70s where the psychedelica was about. I don't know who have done this, was certainly on a mission. Right, okay. I did this an unboxing on this one, so it's all the windows are blacked out, and I'm hopefully, or silvered out I should say. Hopefully in the back of here is the visor. Now I've drilled it out already because in the engine compartment I didn't want to drill through, so I needed to concentrate on what I was doing. So I haven't had this base off. All I've done is drilled it out and loosened it, so I know it's going to come off. So fingers crossed it's going to be what I hope it's going to be inside. So give it a bit of a lever. See, I said I had loosened off, and the flipping thing ain't now, is it? So there we go. Right, she's off. Let's take that off there. There you go. That's the base off. Typical Corgi suspension. Simple but effective. Interior. Let's get a pair of these. Oh, hang on, let's get this off first. This is the engine. The engine, she's die cast and not metal, not plastic. Sorry, that's pretty good. And there's obviously that's the boot clip, which is good. And oh, look at that! I didn't go through, which is lucky for me. Yeah, not bad little bit of detail on there. Let's have a look, see if you can see that better. Not bad little detail on there if you wanted to detail that up. Take the black form out. Oh yes, we have visor, we have a blind. God, that's virtually see through that. Look at that. You can virtually see through that. Look. God, that's thin, isn't it? Right, that's that. And here we have the blind. Oh, I'm pleased about that because, hang on a minute, I've got to be careful here. I've just noticed how it's clipped in through the window. Can you see that there? There, clipped in. So now, problems I've had in the past with windows heavily painted like this is they don't come out. They don't come out, even if, you know, and I don't really want to be I don't really want to be dragging a screwdriver in there, because I think I can just see, I don't know if you can see it, there's a slight crack just there. So I don't want to be forcing this. Really, obviously there's a bit of a rivet there, but it doesn't look like it's a complete rivet. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and see if I can just see if that'll come free from there without breaking it. I don't want to break it. It's going to be tight, isn't it? I don't know if it's glued in or what, I don't know. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, okay. Okay. And get the boot off. So we can get the boot out. It's all live, folks. All live. I'll make a muck up of this. You'll see me doing it. It's a bit tight in there. I generally don't like to force things if I can help it. especially at this age of the vehicle. At this age, it's a bit tight. In fact, what I might do is, if it's that tight, I'll just flip and leave it in there. It's got to go in the paint strip anyway. But my concern is this: am I going to look at this here? Oh yeah, there is a rivet in there. Right, okay, that's a rivet in there. So I'll just, that's in there. I wonder if I've got a pair of pliers on that will pull out, or a pair of tweezers. I really don't want to damage this if I can help it. Oh, no, that's not coming out of there any time soon. Okay, right. I want to go and get my drill and drill that out and see if that makes any difference. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Drilled it out. And here it comes. Pop it out. Pleased about that. Right. Hey, look at that. Fell straight out. Fell straight out. So that goes. I see that gets trapped in by the roof. Cool. That's it. That's the visor. That's the glass. Right, what we're going to do that. Let's have another go at this. Getting that out. Still don't want to come out. Right, bugger it. We'll stick it in. Right, got to put it in a paint stripper. I want a decent way to cop it in there. Put this in a paint stripper. Okay, here we go. That's in. There, the sink all the way down to the bottom. And this as well. We'll get the wheels in. Oh, hang on. Hey, you never told me, did you? You weren't watching. Get the tyres off. That one's shot. Are we going to get two? Oh, I think we got two. Right. Get the base in as well. Sort that out, get that in. Get the base in, drop her in. Because of the amount of paint on there, I'm going to leave her in overnight. This is going in a brake fluid. And we'll see. Oh, hang on a minute. Has that got... Yeah, it has, hasn't it? I don't know if it's any good or not. I do like to try and get these off here if I can, these tax discs. I know it's a bit silly, but it's a bit me, really. If I can just peel that off. It's coming off, isn't it? Just get that off. Nah, shot. That's no good. Never mind. I tried. Drop that in there. I'm looking at this, whether they put that in or not. No, I think I'm just going to polish that up. Wash that up. Okay, so that's it. So we're deconstructed, as they say, in the brake fluid, in the paint stripper. So when that's all done, I'll be back and we'll see what the shell's like with all that horrible paint off. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. After the Chevette has been in the Chevette, the Chevrolet or Chevy has been in the paint stripper all night. Took it out this morning, cleaned it up, put a wild brush on it, cleaned it all up, and here's the results. First I'll show you the base. Look at that shining. Quite nice, that base. The wheels come up nice. That way. Chevrolet. Not very good. That's pretty good. Corvair. So that's the base. And the body, look at that. I think all that paint what was on it has preserved that body. It's not been in a peach swamp. It's really preserved. That's the front. It's quite nice, that. There's no real damage at all. Well, a few little bits knocked about, but nothing that you would so it's drastic. There's the back. Cleaned up quite nice. And actually the boot, I know I was struggling to get the boot out yesterday. I took it out the stripper and it just fell straight out. So all that paint on it must have been holding it in place. So that's right. Now it's really loose. So I have to watch that when I put it back together. So that's the body, the engine, clean that up. I'm not going to paint this, I'm going to leave it as it is because it wasn't painted, luckily it was left as it was. So, and I drilled in there to get the rivet in, and luckily enough for me, there's quite a bit of meat in there, so I managed to get the full rivet in that, which is good. And the boot, well, try not to get too much reflection on it actually. The louvers and the name on the back there. But if I bring that in, I don't know if you can see that. Now look. It's pretty good that, isn't it? Cleaned up nice. So what else we got? Oh yeah, let me just see. I'll drop this in here. I'm doing this in front of the camera, so there you go. Look. It does it flop about a bit, so yeah, so that's that. And then took the windscreen out of brake fluid, and really, considering it had been all that paint on it, it was pretty good actually. So I'll show you this. Look, there's that crack in it, but it came out pretty good. There was, I did have to sand all this down after brake fluid, not because it had paint on it still, but it had this here. There was some sort of residue of some paint that he'd had used, and it had gone down in here and some of the door pillars, and you know, all amount of cleaning, couldn't get it off, so I had to resort to the sanders to get it off. And then I put the old auto seal on it, auto salt, metal polish on it, buffed it up. That's how it was. Yeah, what I used was a series of sanders that I use. I use these sponge sanders. You get them in different grits. And this company, Ultimate Modelling Products, UMP Retail. And I use different grits of these. And, you know, they're flexible, they're washable. They do tend to wear at the end. See how much I've used this at the ends. And they go different grits right down to, or right up to, buffing and polishing. I use these a lot when I was doing the scale modelling, which I still do a bit of now. So they're a bit worn out now. I'll have to get some new ones. But the company is UMP Retail. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know how to do links. Yeah, I haven't worked that out. But UMP Retail, they do everything for scale modelling. All the airbrush cleaners, all that sort of stuff, sanders, you name it, they'll do it. Okay, back to this. So this is going to go into the floor polish now. So I'm going to drop that in there. All right, I'm going to drop that in there, and then we'll wick it off. Yeah, I'll just put that in so you can see it in front of the camera. There you go, it's in there somewhere. Bear it in there. And I've got to find it. I'll let it in there. There you go, it's in there. I use this Astonish wood floor polish, cinnamon flavour. So it's to smell nice. So I'll put that over there, put it in under cover. So, oh, and the interior, let's just shove it out of the way a minute. The interior, clean that up. See, you know, that's really, look at that, you can see through that. Yeah, that's all cleaned up, ready to go. And the louver, or Venetian blind, whatever you like to call it, give that a scrub. And there's the two rivets I'm going to be using to finish it off with. Okay, so the next stage will be priming. So I'll see you in a minute. I'll get the primer set up. Now onto the primer. Let's prime this in. Using the Tamiya spray. Give it a light coat, you want to flood it. Yep, I think that'll do it. Cover it all. Engine bay. That one. Put that in my helping hands over there. Do the base. The master wheels up already. Get in there where you can see. That's about the base master. Right, now we do the boot. Yeah, the lighting might not be very good in here. I mean, this is only a small portable spray booth, and it's not very big to get all your hands in. You know, there's not a lot of room in there, and it's only got a small blue LED light, which is pretty rubbish, really. I've got a lamp here. As time, I might take these sides off and expand it widthwise so I can get in and get the camera a bit closer. But yeah, so that's it, we're all sprayed up. So leave that dry, and then we'll get on with the top coat. See you soon. After doing the primer, nice and dry, we're going to set on and do the top coat. And I'll be using Tamiya's X14 Sky Blue. Right, here we go. Swap hands. Right, let's go. bit tricky mixing these paints up to get the right thickness. I think we're about, yeah, we perhaps could do with it being a bit thinner, but it's tricky to gauge it because sometimes you can get it looks right, and then it starts clogging your airbrush up. But too thin, it goes on like a bit like too watery. So just give it a steady go around here. We'll build it up. To be honest with you, I could do a new compressor. I've had this one for a long time. It's an old cheapo one I got with the air. It's not the best. It doesn't seem to hold its pressure very well at the moment, so I have to invest in a new one. But they're not flipping cheap, are they? They're quite expensive. But for a minute, we'll persevere. We'll keep going at it. Not a bad colour blue, this. I've used this quite a few times on different casting. Giant Peril. I did a couple of trucks in it. Sometimes I darken it down a little bit with a bit of black or a bit of dark blue. It seems to match pretty well, actually. It's matched pretty well. Excuse the silence a little bit, I'm concentrating. Trying to keep it in shot and see what I'm doing at the same time. Get inside these door pillars. Try to get an even coating, if you can. Just let some water in the trap down there, in there. I need to get in all the boot area because when it's open you'll see inside. We're getting there. Funny vehicle this, especially for the Americans with a rear engine. I looked online last night on Google Images for this car, and I was surprised, there's quite a few. It's a nice one out there, nice colours. But Corgi only did the blue, and I think they did a gold one in a set, if I remember rightly. paint still. I'll get some colour on it now. Just check around a little bit. I treated myself last night. I ordered a turntable off Amazon. So that should be here this week sometime. That should be interesting. I see a lot of people using them, and I thought, well, sold it in for a penny, in for a pound, I'll have a go at one of those. Yeah. I think we're about done. Let's have a check. Sure we've got it all. Under the arches there. Along the sill. Bumpers. There's not a lot of chrome on this. Around the lights. Badge at the front, so shouldn't be too bad, this one. A bit there. Now pretty much covers that. Right. Bit cack-handed here, I'll just swap over and get the boot. Oh, I'll see. Get the boot now. Do that. Be swapping and changing. I'm a bit cack-handed. So, cut over that for a bit. Around the edges. Just double check the body again. Give it another coat, I think. Yeah, well, that'll do it. Okay. Right, so that's top coat done. So what we're going to do now is let that dry, and I'll give it a coat of lacquer, put one or two small details on it, and then I'll come back to you when it's all ready to put together. Okay, see you soon. After all the lacquer was put on and the details were put on, we're ready to put this thing back together again. It's not been too bad. It came out quite nice actually. Nice blue. There. Some details on the front. Tail lights on the back. So yeah, we're ready to put back together again now. So this should be interesting. I've got the tyres on already. There you go. So I think the first thing is put the engine back in. This just pushes back in. Get that in there. That pushes back in there. Put the blinds back into the window. They just slot in the back. Push up. Like so. Held in by the roof. That's that. So, let's make a start. Got the boot back in already. Right, before I start, I just need to mix up a bit of glue on the side here, mix this up, and then we can put the roof in it in. I use a bit of a resin type of thing really. I don't intend taking it apart unless I really have to. But I'll drop a bit of that in there. Drop it around there. Just to hold it in place. I'm mucking about. Drop the window in. A little push down. Hold it in place. Then we have the interior. We'll drop that in. There you go. Put the base on. This one you have to put the back in first, because that back rivet doesn't do anything to hold in the body. That one doesn't hold anything at all. It just basically holds the engine in place. So we have to click that underneath there first, and then drop that in there. There you go. That's in now. So having done that, I drop a bit of glue in for the rivets. Get them in there. Let's be quick, because this goes off quite quickly. We'll put some of that in there. It's not the best of weather today. It's turned quite cold. I'm in the shed here and my door's open, because if I don't have a door open, I'm in here, the dog goes ballistic because he thinks I'm being locked out. There's a bit of muck on there. Get that off. Right, rivets. Pop that one in first. Get the old pencil and just push that down. And the back one, wherever it is, excuse my hands. Pop that in there. And that's it. We're done. We are done. Obviously, I've got to leave it for the time for the glue to dry, or else it'll the bottom will drop out. I don't want to do that, do we? So I'll just carefully pick that up, put that on there for you, and now we can have a look. So that's it all done. I'll quick turn around this way. Whoa, here we go. That's me trying to lift it off, trying to get you a better look. I'll tell you what, I'll hold it up a bit, perhaps a bit easier. That's it. Wheels on, blinds in, backlights. Front. Quite plain, simple car, not much to it. Oh, yes, boot. There you go, opening boot. That's the engine in there. Boot goes down. Quite a nice fit actually, that boot. Look at that. Windscreen coming up nice and clean. Pushing these back in. So that's it. Another one done. Ah, see what I mean? Look at that. That's me messing about with it too much. Right. This is how we assemble the Chevrolet Corvette. Again. I didn't need that, did we? Eh? We didn't need that. So we get a rerun on this. This is probably where I'll cock it all up now. Should have left it as it was, shouldn't I, really? But you never know. You never learn. Alright. Drop that back in there. It's all live, folks. All live. All live. That's it. It's not right there. Let me get that tweezers on there. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear me. That's got it. See, it's not always plain sailing doing these. Not always plain sailing. Right, you've actually seen it now, so I'm not going to muck about with it too long. Because I don't want it falling out again. There we go. That's it. It rolls pretty good. Chevrolet Corvette. Corvette. God, what's the matter with me this morning? It's not Corvette. It's Corvair. All right. Well, apart from that, a little bit of a cock up at the end. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please tune in for the next one. Bye for now.